Hello, Covenant Life Church family. I want to take a moment and talk with everyone about the partial reopening that's going to happen this coming Sunday. I hope by now you've all heard the great news that this coming Sunday, June 28th, we can finally allow about 33% of our maximum capacity, which for us is about 150 people, to actually be here in the building for our Sunday church service. That's wonderful news. We've been blocked. We haven't been able to come together, but we're finally ready. We finally got the building ready, and we can fit 150 of us upstairs and downstairs. Now, we know that not everyone will be comfortable coming back just yet, and that's perfectly okay. While we want everyone to attend, we also don't want anyone to get sick or to make anyone else sick. Therefore, we're asking that if you're at a high risk for infection, or you're currently sick or not feeling well, or you're just not feeling safe to come back yet, please feel free to stay home and watch the live stream. We really want to try to find a balance between fellowshipping together that we're finally allowed to do physically in the building and keeping everyone safe. So if you're not comfortable yet, or you're sick, or you're at high risk, it's probably safer if you stay home. You're welcome to come if you want. That's up to you. Now, I'm sure you all know that we can open partially, but we do have some restrictions placed on us. One of the restrictions that we're all familiar with is social distancing. And it's being required of us that we keep 6 feet apart from non-family members or the group that we came with, even while we're seated. So we're asking, when you're entering and exiting the building, or just walking around inside, please try to do your best to keep 6 feet apart from each other. If you come with someone in the same car, or you come as the same family, of course you can walk next to each other. But even coming up the steps, there's blue tape on the posts out there to mark 6 feet apart. We're asking everyone to please try to keep that, even when you're walking around on the inside. And I know that's kind of weird, but we need to try to do it. Now, we've set up seating in the sanctuary and the fellowship hall downstairs to ensure 6 feet between those seated. So if you come as a family or as a group, then you can sit together, and your chairs will be 6 feet apart from other chairs. So we'll have chairs for individuals, we'll have chairs for couples, we'll have chairs for families, and the ushers are going to be here to help everyone find a place upstairs and downstairs, and they're going to be adding chairs and moving chairs and taking chairs away dynamically as things are going on. So their job is going to be to make sure everyone has a seat and that everyone's group of seats are 6 feet apart from each other. One of the other things that's required of us, and therefore for the time being we're also requiring and asking everyone to do, is to wear a mask or face covering when entering or exiting the building, or whenever at least 6 feet of distance between you and others is not possible. I know not everyone wants to wear a mask. I know not everyone feels they're necessary, but for the time being, as leadership, we've all talked about it, and we've come to the decision that the best thing is to ask everyone to honor our request and please wear a mask when entering the building and exiting the building. When you get to your seats, it's up to you whether or not you take them off. You can wear them the whole time, or you can take them off. But please be considerate of those around you. So whenever you're up walking around, going to the bathroom, leaving the building, entering the building, please wear your masks. Now, of course, if you're having a physical difficulty with breathing, if there's some medical condition why you shouldn't wear the mask, or children under 2 years of age, please, absolutely, you're not required to wear them. We've put hand sanitizers throughout the whole building, and we have masks available for anyone who might need them. Now, unfortunately, we cannot currently offer nursery or children's church. All child activities are still canceled. We simply are not able to handle that at this time and keep all the requirements, especially because of distancing. Therefore, please bring your children. We welcome you to come with your children, but understand that your children will need to be with you either upstairs or downstairs, seated the whole time during both the worship and the message. Now, we do have the playground outside, and the children are welcome to go out there. We would ask that one of the parents go with them if they want to watch on their phone or whatever, but the parents will need to be responsible for their children. We don't have any rooms available. The nursery is not available. We can't allow any children yet throughout the building. So please keep them with you at all times. The last issue is about greeting one another. Now, it's our custom to often shake hands or hug. We normally don't greet with a holy kiss, but we do shake hands and hug. But we're being advised not to do that. And with over 100 people, maybe 150, it does seem wisest at this point to avoid shaking hands or hugging. Now, we're not going to tell you you can't, and if both parties want to and agree, then you're free to do that. It's not that we're going to arrest you and throw you out of the church. But at the same time, unless you know for sure that the other person you're talking to wants to hug or wants to shake hands, we're asking everyone not to put any pressure on anybody else. And please don't shake hands or hug unless you're absolutely certain that the other person has expressed their desire to do so. If you want to just fist bump or nod or elbow bump or whatever it is that they're doing these days, please feel free, but please don't put any pressure on anyone. Make sure you know how they feel. So for the time being, we're being asked to tell everyone, please don't shake hands or hug. We'll leave it at that. Now, while we're very glad to be together and we enjoy fellowshipping together, we also want to be safe and to keep others safe. So in everything I've said, please, let's try to do both. Let's try to enjoy each other, to enjoy the service, to worship together, to have fellowship together, and at the same time, in the midst of this craziness, still keep the distancing rule, keep the masks on, try to do everything that we can do to not make anyone else sick or become sick ourselves. The biggest thing to remember in all of this, please, brothers and sisters, is to prefer one another and bear with one another, even if we feel differently about things. Please, let's be united in spirit, united in heart, and as the scriptures admonish us to keep the bond of peace that ties us together. Let's make every effort to prefer the other person, to be more concerned about how they feel than about how we feel. And if everybody is doing that to everyone else, we will genuinely have unity. We're supposed to love each other as Christ loved us, which means laying down our lives for one another. So if you feel strongly about something, whether it's wearing a mask or not wearing a mask, whether it's this or that, wonderful. But please remember that other people may feel strongly in the opposite way, and to honor how they feel, to honor how they think, even if you disagree with them. Let's show the world that the church is able to have unity and peace and love between the members, even when they disagree, especially when they disagree, because we will all care for each other. May God bless you all and keep you and watch over you and give you peace until we meet together on Sunday morning.